Morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you. I've I've been threatening for a while that I'm sure that sometime I will come in my pajamas, and today is that day. So I do have my pajamas on under here, but it is what it is. And last week I missed you all. We were traveling back from Natal, and this week I need this mindful moment with everyone more than anything. So it's lovely to be here with you all. Lovely to see names and faces. Nice to see you, Ruth and Michelle. What a man's. Nice to see your picture, Nat, and nice to see the other names. Welcome, everyone, to this very special and grounding time that I think we all need in this world, because the world, I mean, we've had a busy week with our oils and things, and there's a lot going on. I'm planning talks for some schools at the end of the year, some girls' high schools, particularly, which I just keep wanting to get to talk, but it just hasn't happened. But this is our time this morning for grounding and pausing and going internally. And we really do all need it because of even what's just going on astrologically. And so I haven't had a lot of time to research it all. But we do know that next Tuesday is the full moon. It's also a total eclipse of the moon. I haven't researched yet whether we'll be able to see that total eclipse. It's also it's the last total eclipse of the moon of the year. It's also the US election day. It's the anniversary of a death of a great friend of mine. Her name's Leanne Ogemark, OG. She was a very great friend of mine from in the UK. We also have our doTERRA leadership summit function in Zimbabwe. There's a lot going on, and it's energetically, it's a big time that we're stepping into. So the call today, and welcome Michelle from Australia. Oh, it's so lovely to have you. Welcome. The call today is just for us to walk slowly, and so there's not going to be too much chit chat. It's more of just a mindfulness time, so that we have this moment to breathe. And so I've just, as you know, I've been living on drops of Copaiba. Catherine, thanks. You can leave that for now. You can just go. Yeah. Sorry, Catherine's just arrived. We can just do the bedrooms, thanks. Using Peace. Actually, Catherine's son was sick yesterday, so she wasn't in, so it added to the chaos. Peace is just so lovely because it's got vetiver and all sorts of other wonderful oils, and it's very grounding. I know quite a lot of people got it in their BOGO box, so I use it on my pulse points and under my big toe, and it's really good for calming and grounding and bringing some peace. Clary Calm is, funnily enough, also very good. It's quite a strong smell. Not everyone loves it, but it's really good as a period mix, but it's also very good for calming everything. So put that on my feet with the intention of calming and grounding. So if we can just, I forgot my singing bowls, I will leave them for now. But I just invite you to feel your feet connected on the floor, just as we are before we even close our eyes, and just to take in the room around you, to feel yourself stretching out of your chair, out of your cushion, out of your seat. And then just to take 3 deep breaths, but these breaths are like sighs, not the sort of sigh that we have, like the 15-year-old daughter exasperated sigh when I ask her if she's been studying. It's the sigh, I see Mandy and Joe laughing and Ruth. It's the sigh then when we get into the bath at the end of a day, and we can just let it go. We know that we're safe, secure, we're home. So I just invite you to do 3 of those sighs and to make them audible if you can, if you're in a place that you're alone. So taking a deep breath in and just really sighing out. And a sigh is such a powerful tool for becoming present in our body, as is a yawn and a stretch. And if you want to do that too, you can do that, because we take up space in our body. we fill our own bodies, because sometimes when we stress, we can shrink into our bodies. And in fact, we just sit here in our brains and our minds. But when we stretch and when we yawn, and then when you yawn, you do want to do a nice big, wide open yawn. And we just love to stretch into this yawn and just expand into it. And it also brings us to the presence. And thank you, iPhone, for your message. I don't know who iPhone is, but maybe you can tell me who you are. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so we just allow ourselves to settle into this moment. I invite you, after taking in the colors and light and sounds around you, just to close your eyes, soften them, allow your gaze to drop to the earth, whatever works best for you. Resting your palms on your legs, your hands in your lap. And just allowing this poem to wash over you. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still. And just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper. And I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we'll all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. I'll read it again because I think I need this reminder more than anyone else. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we'll all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. And so I invite you to take this invitation, to take a breath and then to really feel into the exhale. And with every exhale, to allow your body and your thoughts to settle. Like a leaf that drifts down and settles on the surface of a pond. With every exhale, just allowing your thoughts, your heart to settle. So feeling your feet grounding you on the floor. Noticing points of connection with the floor beneath you. With your stockings or socks, your slippers or shoes, or perhaps just your barefoot on the floor, the earth beneath you. Feeling a deep, deep connection and rootedness, allowing that sensation to arise if it's there for you. Perhaps noticing if you can feel the sensation of being grounded deep into the earth. As a tree is so deeply anchored, can weather the storms, and get blown around by the wind and the gales. And yet it has this deep, deep anchoring. And that same anchor and support is a deep, deep nourishing, providing from the earth what it needs to survive and thrive. And in this moment, feeling the nourishment that Mother Earth, that nature provides us. Sensing it through our feet, but knowing that we are so deeply nourished by nature every day. The sunshine, the air we breathe, the food we eat. But allowing the sensation of nourishment from the earth to rise up through your feet. And feeling the interplay of strength and solidity, and also the feminine energy of nourishment, the mothering energy of being mothered by the earth. And then moving your attention, allowing it to drift slowly up into your ankles. Noticing these joints that support us so much, that provide strength and stability and also mobility. These ankles that we take for granted so often, and yet anyone with a fixed ankle or in a cast or moon boot will know how difficult it is to move through life without an ankle that moves and bends. So really taking note of our ankles from the inside out. Breathing deeply into the bones and even into the spaces between the bones. And then moving up into the shin, calf, the whole muscular compartment of our calves. Starting in close in our bones, deep inside the bones. Noticing where our tibia, and seeing if you can feel into your fibula, the small bone that runs alongside your tibia. Noticing how they connect both to the ankle and to the knee. And sensing their strength and support from inside. Then feeling into the spaces between the bones. The blood pulsating, the fascia, the muscles, the lymph, the veins. So much going on beneath the surface of our skin that we are so unaware of every day. Just taking a pause to really feel into it, honor it, perhaps even express some gratitude for our legs, our calves, our knees. Noticing sensations in our knees. Perhaps there's flexion. Perhaps one knee feels different to the other. Perhaps there's tightness, discomfort. Without going into our judging minds, just noticing what's there, how this feels today. The bony surfaces of the knees. Is there spaciousness there, or do they feel very tight and close? And then from the knee up into our femur that connects our tibia to our pelvis, the strongest bone in the body. Enormous amount of strength and support and stability running here, allowing us to ground on the earth. Sensing into the strength and support, and perhaps offering a moment of gratitude for it. And then allowing your attention to expand beyond the bone, out into the thigh. Again, being aware of this femoral artery and nerve that run down across the front of our thigh, and the sciatic nerve that comes down the back of our thighs. All housed in the fascia and the muscle and the tissue, all enclosed and encapsulated by our skin. Skin that forms our boundary with the world around us. And then expanding up into our pelvis, our pelvic bowl. So seldom sense into this area. It's an area that holds all our vital organs. The organs that create our hormones, the organs that help with digestion, whether we're men or women. The organs that can create new life. Perhaps sweeping around this bony surface of our pelvis as if you've got a light cloth. Just dusting around, sensing if there's heaviness, stuckness, tightness, pressure. And if there is, just allowing a couple of breaths into that area, inviting your breath. Not to change it, but just to allow a gentle softening. And perhaps if there are areas that somehow feel less accessible, just perhaps pausing and breathing into those areas. Perhaps offering a moment of gratitude for all the unseen, unknown things that go on here, everything that keeps our body regular, our body flowing, our body functional and creative. And gently moving up the spine, sensing the strength and support, perhaps allowing it to extend up towards the sky, feeling how it's so connected from not just the top of our neck, but the top of our head and skull. This rod of strength and support. And then sensing into the strength and support that our rib cage gives us, wrapping around our lungs and our heart. And sensing the softness beneath in the abdomen and the heart and lung space. Once again, in the body, the interplay of the strength and the softness. The support and the nourishment. Feeling up into your shoulders, neck, skull, face and head. And at the same time, just perhaps inviting a softness of your shoulders and your arms, just allowing them to drop, to slide down gently. soften, sensing perhaps a heaviness and a letting go in your shoulders and your arms, and a softening of your arms and your hand into your hands, into your lap. Just holding your arms, forearms, hands, palms, all in your awareness as you sit here. Perhaps noticing sensations of tingling and warmth. Of heaviness. And again, if there's any discomfort or tightness, any areas that long for attention, just pausing and breathing into them. And then moving up again into your neck and shoulders or face. Noticing sensations on your face. Feeling into eyes, jaw, nose, throat, neck. Just gently scanning them in your own time. Perhaps noticing areas of tight tension and breathing softly into those. Inviting again, letting go. Then bringing your awareness to your whole body, expanding it so that you hold your whole body in your awareness. Sensing it from the inside out. This miraculous body of ours. Perhaps bringing a sensation of gratitude into your heart space for this moment and this body. Even though it may be flawed, even though it may be uncomfortable at times, even though it may feel like it's aging and not working quite the same as it used to. Just allowing a moment of gratitude into your heart space. Breathing it in and out of your heart space. As if it was a breath or a light that entered your body. Perhaps if you would like to put your hands over your heart space, or just keep them in your lap. But allowing this sense of gratitude, whatever color or light or texture that may have for you, allowing it to permeate into your body from your heart space. As if it was moving through the blood vessels, the capillaries, bronchioles, as if it was moving to the furthest reaches of your body, just like the oxygen in our blood. And then as it reaches your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, noticing if it stops there or whether it perhaps spreads beyond the container of our skin. That this gratitude can stretch beyond our physical form, so that we may be a walking beacon of gratitude, a walking beacon of light, a walking beacon of love to this world that needs gratitude and love and light so much. May we know this incredible power that is within us to bless those that we see with this gratitude and love and light, whether unknowing or knowing by them. The beggar in the street, the car guard, the accident we see on the road, the teacher for our children, our own staff, work in our home and our garden, our friends and family who we may encounter today, either in person or virtually, online, WhatsApp. May we bring this energy of gratitude and light and love to these interactions, and in the moments that we forget it, just to know that it's accessible for us at all times by breathing through our heart space and offering this gratitude, love and light to ourselves and others. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we'll all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going. That many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. Blessings and love and light to you all. Namaste. The spirit in me greets the spirit in you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Samara. Namaste. Thank you for being part of my circle and my tribe and my encouragement and support, and I hope I can encourage and support you in your lives too.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you.
So, thanks, Ruth.
Go calmly into the day.
Thank you, Jo. Yes. Thank you. Asante Sana. Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Yes, me too.
Thanks, everyone. You're welcome to unmute and chat or to be off. Thanks, Nix.
Thanks, Nix. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Thanks, Michelle. Lovely. Hope we have you from Australia again soon. Enjoy the public holiday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nix. Thanks for everything.
Thank you. Nice to see
Yeah,
you.
it's 4:30 in the afternoon here.
Oh, enjoy the evening. Nice to see you. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thanks, Arya. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Nikki.
Hello, Ruth. Bye.
See you on Thursday.
Thanks, Nikki.
Take care. Love to you all. Nice to see you, Mum.
Nice to see you too, love.
Cool.
Dad was here, but he's got a men's breakfast and he was being fetched at 7:15, so he sat and did what he could and then went. So
Lovely.
we were both listening.